Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for February 17th, 2026. We've got an Intrigue Kingdom, we've got Swindler. Alas. It looks like it could be relevant too. So, trashing is Masquerade and Replace. Plus actions, Mining Village, Diplomat, Shantytown, Nobles. Draw, Nobles, Diplomat, Masquerade. Shantytown can potentially draw a bit. Gains, Bridge, Baron. Replace can be pretty gain-ish depending on what you're trashing. Yeah. So probably want to open with a Masquerade. And then the question is, what do we want to pair that with? The ideal scenario here is that we do a Bridge Megaturn. That, like, a Diplomat, like, focus draw deck can potentially generate quite a lot of actions here, because you got Mining Village as another stack of villages. You've got, like, you can do something like play a Mining Village, play a Bridge, play a Diplomat, and then you've only maintained your hand size, but you've gained quite a few actions. So then if you need to play like a Nobles for draw, you can do that. Oh, and there's also Shantytown, lest I forget. So yeah, there's a lot of plus actions on the board. So from that perspective, the Bridge Megaturn, looks doable. I just worry about Swindler and what sort of horrible shenanigans that will cause. The good news is that with Mask on the board, stuff like Copper into Curse is totally whatever. But it's like trashing your good cards, turning your bridges into barons or whatever. That would be potentially very frustrating. I mean, admittedly, like, it doesn't seem like the right terminal to focus on. Now that I said it looks like it could be relevant, but it sure seems like Bridge is just a better card. But you never know how things will turn out with Swindler. Anyway, we do probably want to replace. That's not totally clear. Like, Masquerade can just trash all the stuff, potentially. We could open Bridge Masquerade, and if, if we're lucky, gonna have the Terminal Collision. I don't think I particularly want a silver. If we take anything but, like, the only cards where we don't have to worry about the Terminal Collision, of course, are Mining Village, Mill, Bridge. Of those three, Mill excites me the least. Mining Village isn't really doing much, and they can all. Wait, what did I say? Did I say Mill, Mining Village, Bridge? I meant Mill, Mining Village, Shantytown. Yeah, they can all still be drawn dead, but I mean, Shantytown has the advantage that, like, if they don't collide and it draws cards, that's good. And having one Shantytown in the deck is probably pretty good anyway. The early Mining Village Doesn't do too much. The early mill would help hit 5 if it isn't drawn dead, but otherwise, like, isn't that exciting? If we draw a hand with bridge and no masquerade, admittedly, like we're not probably going to take advantage of the plus buy anyway. Initially, need a little bit more payload before we get to that point. It's not like there's like good 2 costs or we want a bunch of 3 costs or something. So that makes me think the answer is one of double mask, mask Shantytown, or mask mill. Maybe just double mask, the simplest thing. Bot opens mining village. Okay. Well, crap. All right, we've got 3 coins down there, so I guess we're gonna get a Shantytown. I think a bridge still isn't quite what our deck needs. I think mining village, Shantytown. Well, that was a good turn. I think we can take that bridge now. And we could take a replace. We do still have Anastate in the deck. But... yeah, I'm just going straight for the bridge. Okay. So down there we do have Mining Village Masquerade. The bot so far has not invested in any of the attacks, which on the one hand is nice, but on the other hand means that we can't use that to activate Diplomat. We would need... yeah, we would need to specifically find Shantytown in order to activate Diplomat next turn in particular, so that's probably not the play. Probably just take another mining village. Well, I guess we can take another bridge now. If we... hold on. If we don't trash this copper... you get 2 4s. Bridge Diplomat is looking more doable now. I think that's probably worth it. Shoot. Well, we have Diplomat Bridge on top? That's not ideal. I think we just need to get another mining village, unfortunately. Kept a copper, we could get Diplomat Shantytown. Or sorry, Mining Village Shantytown. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Okay. I have two bridges. What else is down there? Is it just bridge copper down there? I think so. Only 8 copper in the trash. That's actually surprising. I thought there'd have been more. The bot has been trashing copper very aggressively. There's 6 copper out there. I think I'm going to decline to trash this one. So yeah, you'd have as much as 6 coins. We just add 3 bridges. I think that might be correct. There's definitely a dud risk here, but... Masquerade? Bot certainly doesn't need another Masquerade. But I need my draw. Crash the Masquerade. Wow, that is some pile lowering. Ah, shit. Okay. So... The bot has 4 bridges, I believe. Because I have... The bot had 3 last turn, I had 2. And then I got 3 more, so I have 5. The bot has 5 buys, so it is not threatening to win the game. I think we can do bridge, nobles, diplomat. We want another shantytown. We want another masquerade. So in these 8 cards, we have most of our mining villages. We have a couple coppers. We have 2 bridges. Masquerade. Just the concern is that we might not draw next turn. Losing that Masquerade this turn definitely hurt. I can't... It's hard for me to say whether a Shantytown makes my deck better or worse. I think lowering Masquerades is a little bit dangerous, because if we dud and the bot like aggressively lowers and takes points, we like might be in a position where we lose. I think I'm going to take the Shantytown. So trashing the mining villages isn't going to do anything if we're just piling. Oh, well... Well... That's not necessarily true anymore. We pile on nobles. But we probably don't have the draw to trigger the shuffle. Oh no, we should have more mining villages down here. We're not going to get another shuffle. I think we trash. Ooh. Okay, so normally I would say if this is the last turn, we don't trash Copper, but trashing Copper makes it easier for us to activate Diplomat, which could be pretty relevant. Yeah, like, really good that we trashed that Copper. So we could play Nobles for actions, and then Shantytown can draw, or we can play Shantytown and then Nobles can draw. The advantage of Shantytown drawing is we get more total actions. Obviously, Nobles draws more cards. In those 7 cards, we have more bridges. How many more bridges would we need to just win? So right now, we can play this bridge. Nobles cost 3. If we get one more bridge, Nobles will cost 2. We'll have 10 coins. That would be enough. So we only need one. We only need to play one more bridge. The important thing is to find it, which means we do like so. Okay, the order here has to be this. Okay. Yeah, that was a little fraught for sure. I'm very glad that Swindler didn't come into play. The bot really focused on the mining villages, which does make a certain sort of sense because that's the most like straightforward way to get plus actions, but it is also only plus actions, which like yeah, compared to Diplomat, like Diplomat offers more upside, but it also has more downside. So yeah, I mean, I'm not honestly even sure that the way I approached it was correct. Yeah, I was a little conservative with the copper trash, and with the copper trash, and oh my god, I can't with the copper trashing, and I still, got hit with the have to pass a good card with Masquerade, which was definitely annoying. But yeah, it still worked out. It didn't feel great. Like I'm not super confident in how I played this. I guess I do feel like maybe the bot underinvested specifically in draw. Like, it did end the game with 2 diplomats, but it bought, it bought all 3 of its diplomats that last turn. So before that, and in the nobles. So before that, the only draw in its deck was the 2 masks, and then potentially the Shantytown. Whereas I had a little bit more draw. Not a lot more. Mostly I had more bridges, which, it's debatable whether it's, like, how good it is to get the extra bridges until the point where you can actually draw and play them. It's definitely tricky. Like, you ultimately do very much want the extra bridges, and you don't want your opponent to have the extra bridges, but if you take them too aggressively, then you can just brick, and like there's enough cheap pile out opportunities, especially with 2 alt VP piles and nobles and mill, that like your opponent can potentially like score and pile at the same time without needing to generate enough money to buy provinces or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not feeling like secure in that play, but it did work out, so I guess we take those. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.